With contradicting court cases sending the nation's most common form of abortion into legal limbo, states like California, Massachusetts, and Washington are all stockpiling mifepristone to ensure continued access. Meanwhile, here in our state, the Iowa Supreme Court heard arguments today about lifting the injunction of the fetal heartbeat law. Good afternoon. I'm Janae Town.
I'm Erin Kiernan. Thanks for being with us. The appeal today stems from a district court decision back in 2019 where the permanent injunction decision was made. WHO 13 Zach Fisher was there today. He has more.
Oral arguments on Tuesday at the Iowa Supreme Court marked the beginning of the end of an almost 4-year-long legal battle over the Iowa governor's bill that would practically outlaw every abortion in the state after 6 weeks of pregnancy.
The ban in this case involves a ban at 6 weeks that record in the evidence shows would outlaw 98% of abortions in the state of Iowa.
It would be inequitable for this court to wait for a different vehicle and to prevent the court from enforcing its validly enacted law to protect unborn children from the point of a fetal heartbeat being detected.
Governor Reynolds and Attorney General Brenna Bird looking on during the oral arguments on Tuesday, with the state arguing that now that the state and U.S. Constitution has shifted away from abortions being a protected right, the injunction must now be lifted.
The law that's at issue here is just a reasonable law passed to affirm life, and we think that under the court's case law, the law is clearly on our side, that it is a constitutional law under both the state and federal constitution.
And Planned Parenthood's argument being that the timeline for this matter to take place has come and gone, and the law should have been void in the first place.
As an initial matter, this appeal is not procedurally proper because there was no new final order to appeal. Under the plain text of Article 12, Section 1 of the Iowa Constitution, any statute that is inconsistent with the Iowa Constitution shall be void. Those are the words of the Constitution.
Now, the conclusion of this case isn't as simple as the injunction being lifted or not, or if the near abortion ban is reinstated or not. Justices, they're looking for precedent to see if they can even lift that permanent injunction in the first place, and then seeing if the law can be applied as is, or if lawmakers at the State House will have to pass that same bill through again. In Des Moines, at the Iowa Judicial Branch building, Zach Fisher, WHO 13 News.